Did you know that this was the first logo of Apple in 1976? As Apple turns 48 years old on the 1st of April 2024, let's take a quick look at what Apple has turned out to become over the years from where it was originally. So Apple was actually founded in 1976, April 1 by 3 founders. And as a startup in a garage under Steve Jobs' parents, today it has become one of the world's most influential tech companies. And not just that, they've actually revolutionized so many products in different various industries. And today they've become integral parts of our lives. The very first product that Apple actually put out was the Apple I, a personal computer, which was not very prominent back then. But the Apple II, just a few years later, became one of the most popularly used personal computers. And then once the company went public, they just turned into instant millionaires. But a few years later, we all know the famous story where Steve Jobs got kicked out and then had to come back again. And just as he got back in 1997, it was just upwards completely for Apple, especially with the launch of products like iPods, iPhones, MacBooks, and even iPads. Some of these products are still unbeaten by so many competitors out there. Those were actually the years where the transformative era of Apple actually happened. Alright, so right after Steve Jobs' death in 2012, Tim Cook took over the company, and he continued this Apple's legacy to making it becoming one of the highest valued companies at $1 trillion back in 2018. And as of June 2023, the company is now valued at over $3 trillion, which is a significant milestone for the company in terms of finance. But not just that, in recent years, Apple has not only focused on expanding their various ranges of products, but also different types of services, especially like iCloud, Apple Pay, Apple Music, Apple Care, and all of these various services that we use today. And Apple's influence as one of the leaders in the industry not just stops there. They also take environmental sustainability very important. If you watch their keynotes very closely, you would notice that in every keynote, they emphasize the fact that they've used recycled products or materials in producing these revolutionizing products. In conclusion, Apple has turned from a startup visionary to becoming one of the global icons today. And this was only achievable through the relentless pursuit of excellence, and also for Apple to be able to understand the demanding needs of their consumers. And I'm always inspired by Steve Jobs' story. His legacy is truly inspiring, and some of his speeches, I still go back to them if I feel low or sometimes want to get a better perspective at life. Most of his interviews and speeches out there have millions of views and definitely would have touched most of you. But this is just my personal opinion. But I'd be really curious to know what one thing about Apple actually amazes you. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, found it useful, leave it a thumbs up, and see you in the next one.